3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, this is Charlie and Teresa from Garden for Two on April 2nd. We survived the storm.
Yeah, last night we had a tornado within 10 miles of here, but the wind was blowing really hard. Tons and tons and tons of lightning too, right?
Yes.
It was a beautiful show. So what have you been up to, Teresa?
Well, I heard there's going to be a frost tonight, so I was eyeing my strawberries. I'm going to have to put the frost cover over them.
Well, tell me about these strawberries. What do you got here?
I'm not sure, because I think the June-bearing ones are the happy green strawberry plants.
Well,
those are the ones we raised in the house and kept them going. They came from crowns, but we didn't have as much luck with a couple of the other packages we bought.
so you started these with crowns, and a couple weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago?
Oh, it's been 6 weeks.
6 weeks. So these are now on the ground, and you put these little pink hoops up. What are those for?
That's what I draped. This is PEX. It's
That's your
a
PEX.
plumbing pipe. I put the cloth over top of them when it's going to be a frost, and that's always worked for me in the past for other crops. So, and we've had a couple frosts with the cover on, but tonight's going to be another frost, so I'm going to cover them again.
And then tomorrow it's going to be 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are smaller.
And then we had a few smaller ones that actually survived, and I'm thinking they are likely the everbearing type. So I went to our local hardware store. My husband went a few days ago and bought a whole bundle more strawberry plants. So I'll be planting the rest of them tomorrow, but I put crowns, a few of the crowns in yesterday.
So maybe they don't know what a crown is.
And you can see that
zoom
these
in here.
crowns are very happy.
So when you plant the crown, you don't plant the whole thing underground like asparagus.
Right, no. You have to have the base, which kind of looks like a old rusty king's crown. Stands up like this. And the green leaves come out from the center and grow. At first it looks like a dead piece of seaweed with roots on the bottom. You put the roots in the ground, you sit the crown at soil level, and then within a couple days the leaves should start to come up. So that's what we've got.
So you just basically almost like took your hand or a little garden trowel, made a hole, and then what did you put in the hole?
I think we went over all this.
Yeah, you just tell everybody again. So she just opens it up. We got a few more crowns in the house to plant still, like she said.
Yeah. And,
But so she's using a little pro mix.
yeah, I just put a little pro mix in the bottom to give it, you know, a little extra happy, you know, chocolate cake. Think of that.
Okay.
Here, the strawberries will say, we like it here. Let's make strawberries.
So they're not saying the hard part of the work. Tell them about the hard part with the broad fork and all that. What you did with that.
Well, my husband recently did broad fork this area, but last year we started to prepare it. We put down cardboard and then some sandy soil and manure and compost on top of that, and kind of let it sit through the winter.
No, I flipped it over. Teresa was on her hands and knees. She's going through there with her hands like this, and she's finding all the grubs and all the crabgrass, pulling it out.
Yeah,
and then
wiregrass.
Yeah, so we just went a couple feet at a time right on down. Now, what did you do over here on the edge? That's something new.
I folded cardboard up and made a little gutter of cardboard and filled it with sawdust, which is hard for grass and stuff to grow in because it steals all the nitrogen from the soil. And it's a mulch, but it really should age for a while before you actually use it for mulch.
And so you're using it as a weed block.
Stuck it in there for weed block. Yeah.
She can't stand the grass coming up along the edge there, so she's got a weed block.
Yeah.
So we're going to plant strawberries farther down, all the way to that broad fork probably. We'll go down here slowly. And then you can probably see I started bringing in some dirt past her now.
I think this is called an earth ear. It's a fungus.
Earth ear fungus. Oh, I see it.
See, it looks like an ear.
That's an earth ear fungus she's got. Yeah, where'd it go? You threw it. Oh, I zoomed in.
Oh, sorry.
Is it dangerous?
I really don't know. I'll have to look it up. So we've got last year's compost here, and this is soil that we never put compost in.
Maybe a little horse manure.
Yeah. And then my husband just started taking sandy dirt from the spot that they're going to excavate for our swimming pool.
Yeah, we didn't tell them yet. We're getting a swimming pool.
Yes. An in-ground pool.
Thursday, they're coming to dig a hole.
Yep.
So we'll have dirt to fill in the beds. We'll get dirt and then horse manure. So this is going to go around here. So what is he planning for the rest of this?
So the strawberries will likely fill in to where the broad fork is. And then I have to start watermelon, cantaloupe, maybe butternut squash. And we were supposed to get honeydew seeds, but I haven't been able to find any anywhere in the stores.
If anybody's got any honeydew seeds, leave us a message. We're in Delaware, zone 7, 7A? So we need something like that. So we're going to give you an update on our fruit trees now. Exciting. What's this one?
This is
It's right awful bright out here. I'm going to try and show you the plant.
Candy Crisp apple.
Put your hand behind it there. So there it is. Go down a little bit.
Now, I'm not going to be doing a lot of heavy pruning on it yet. We got to see what happens with it, you know?
So that's an apple. It seems to be doing pretty good, eh?
Yes.
What else we got? You want to show us the blueberries while we're this way?
Oh, blueberries.
We haven't shown you the blueberries either. This is your first time seeing, like, she put all these pine cones on the ground because, you know, it needs to be acidic. So, let's put pine cones.
It was free mulch.
Free mulch.
And it's spruce cones.
Spruce cones.
We did buy 4 blueberry plants. They haven't been pruned. I'm waiting to see.
Has that one got leaves on it?
Yeah, it's got
Let
one.
me zoom in. It's got one leaf. Oh, look, there it is.
But I do have to prune this. I have to prune off the twiggy stuff. And this one's got a leaf started, but they're a little slow.
So we're doing some of these in tubs, and because this is the real wet section of the clay yard, so we didn't think it would do too well in the ground. But we're going to put one in the ground just to see.
That one's looking pretty good. And these are dwarf variety.
Yeah.
So they can be grown in tubs.
Grown in tubs. Yep. And the fence will be going up here shortly, and then we're going to put bird netting back this whole corner here, and then put up some posts on this side, and then drape bird netting over the whole thing. Okay, we're going to show you another tree. We got, what do we got, 10 trees now? We've got 10 trees.
This did not come from Stark Brothers. It's really small, a lot smaller than I expected. It's an Asian persimmon, which means you can eat it. You don't have to wait for frost or anything, and it's always sweet as long as it's ripe. And
you know, that one's only about a foot tall, right?
yes.
And all these other trees are bigger.
Yes.
I'm going to bet later, we'll check this in September, I'll bet this tree catches up and passes the other ones.
It's possible because persimmons are native to North America. Just their habit and the way they grow, they acclimate to the East Coast particularly.
Okay, cool. All right, let's document our other trees because I want to keep track of how they're growing. So this video is our documentation.
Okay, and this is a semi-dwarf. This is a Golden Delicious. I bought the Golden Delicious because it will pollinate the Candy Crisp.
And I like Golden Delicious apples.
Yeah.
So when do you think we'll get an apple?
Not until maybe next year. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Not this year.
1 year.
Just started to grow.
All right, we're gonna go down here. This one was the one I kept saying it was dead. It was dead. It was dead. I kept teasing Teresa.
But I'm starting to
Oh,
see
look, I see it.
signs of life in the buds. So
You just put your finger right there on one.
and there's one there.
Where is it?
Yeah.
It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a wine sap which will cross-pollinate
Here, put your hand behind it. I can't focus.
the golden
There it
delicious.
is. Now you can see it. Cool.
And this one is a dwarf, which is going to be interesting.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah. It's not supposed to get taller than 8 feet.
What do we do here? Did we miss this one?
I've got 2 pairs in a row.
2 pairs in a row.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to.
This one's all green.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clip off these white tabs here. I can't even remember what it is. It's ID. Oh no, it's an anonymous pair.
He sprouted the whole way up.
Yep.
Is that good that it does that, or you're gonna have to?
Yes.
That's gonna be too many branches, right?
Pairs are supposed to be easier to grow. Persimmon is the easiest, and pears are second easiest.
Okay.
Supposedly.
So you can see all the beds here. We still have to finish.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go down to the next one.
This is the Bartlett pear.
Bartlett pear.
That other pear is like a golden sunrise pear or something. This is a Bartlett pear. It's limping along.
Yeah.
It looks... It's not quite sure where it is, I guess. Now,
all right, what else we got over here?
pears bloom in the fall anyway, so they're going to be slower than...
So we gotta walk over here,
Cherry.
guys. Sorry.
This is a cherry. It's a sweet and
Cherry tree. Well,
Lappin
cherry trees want to
sweet
bloom
cherry.
in the spring, so he wants to bloom already.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a dwarf, but even though it's in the peach family, you're supposed to prune it like an apple. And it's dwarf, so I'm thinking next year I'm going to have to chop it a little bit shorter and let it have one header, and then watch how the other parts branch out. Someone had asked about the water shoots that come out of the scion, S-C-I-O-N, the graft root. And this had a whole bunch, and I just took my finger and rubbed them off. I said, no, you're not gonna be the parent. This is the parent.
Oh, you seem to keep wanting to straighten it.
I will. I'm going to. I just, I'm looking at where the branches are coming out, and I don't want to rub the bark.
Right. No, don't do
I'm
that.
really concerned about that, but I am going to tie it up maybe with someone suggested a silk, a nylon stocking piece, and just kind of choose a spot and pull it up.
All right. Well, we've got 2 more trees to give you an update on.
Peach. One of these will bloom and flower, and then be done, almost done, and then the next one will start. This is my absolute favorite peach. This is a red Loring, and I have heard that you really have to cut them back hard. I did grow a peach tree before, but I really didn't have time to keep it pruned because we were in the process of refurbishing a house in North Carolina, and we weren't in New Jersey very often, so I don't know what happened to it. But it didn't get pruned hard enough.
All right. 1 more tree for today.
This is a Red Haven. This is the one that gets really big and fat, and it's I'm pretty sure it's a freestone. And this is the one you think of when you think of canning peaches.
Put your hand behind there. I can't focus on it. Just use it 1 shot. Nope, lower. There you, you went too low. There you go. There you go. Now you can see the pretty colors. So anyhow, it's April 2nd. That's where the trees are. It seems like all 10 of them have survived. if you want to go back, there's probably a 2 or 3 part video of how we prepared the soil and planted these. We planted these in bowls, basically, in the clay. And we didn't really dig deep holes. And then, you know, we put some looser soil in there instead of all clay. So that's it for the strawberries and the apples for today. There's a beautiful gate that Teresa made.
I had a lot of help.
She had a lot of help. So next time we're going to show you what she's been doing over there. She's expanded the vegetable garden again.
That's last time.
That's the last time, she says. I want to bet. And then this is the potato patch, and we just expanded that, and we put all horse bedding on the ground over there, sawdust kind of stuff, saw chips. So anyhow, we'll go over that another time. And of course, we keep making compost. Anyhow, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I try and read them every day, and I'll get Teresa to answer them for you. This is Charlie and Teresa, Garden for Two from Delaware.